So me and a couple of guys signed up to Game Developing Club, and what they gave us first was to make a game in under a year. While I was worried on what game I should even make, the big guys hosting the club told us that we could get into teams to work with. I quickly made a team with 2 other people consisting of me, Brian, and Steven, a 3-man band. We quickly decided on what our roles were going to be. Me, being familiar with basically everything, took up the lead roles in the coding, the artwork, and the music of the game. Brian wanted to do the story, and Steven is the jack of all trades. He'll be our support guy who does a little of everything. So now that we had our team and our roles in place, we got ourselves together to make an idea for our game mechanic. Originally, the main character is going to have a gun and run around with it like an Enter the Gungeon, but then Brian came in and suggested we give the main character a shield to reflect bullets instead of shooting them, and we just rolled with it. So after a few days, Steven and I started to work on the shield mechanic. It took several attempts to get to the current iteration of the mechanic, but eventually we managed to make it. We even added an energy bar to the left of the player. That's pretty cool, but currently there's barely any environment at all, just a blue grid in the background. So I took the opportunity to work some more. I made an animation for a dodge roll and did a bunch of complicated stuff with shaders and GLSL and surfaces and whatnot, and ended up with this cool space effect. Very cool. I actually have random generation code that creates these space bubbles automatically. We'll have to update it later because it's literally just copy and pasted code from a file I made back in the beginning of this year. Now, Brian still wasn't satisfied with the game yet since there weren't any enemies at all, which I can agree with. So I took even more time to make 2 cool animations with 2 enemies. Next, I just duplicated them a whole bunch and made them shoot bullets at the player for that bullet hell feel. Currently, there's no way for the player to die. We still haven't implemented the health system for the player. But for now, here's just me bumbling across the map without any goal. We did manage to actually make the shield reflect bullets and kill enemies with their own attacks though. And it works. Very neat. Now that I have enemies out of the way, the final thing I need is for there to be a way for the player to traverse the environment. I didn't know how I was going to do it, and after more work and time, I made curvy thingamajiggies that you can ride on from space bubble to space bubble. So that's pretty much it for today. It took some time for us to reach this point and a lot of tears on my end. Steven and Brian helped tremendously, so huge thanks to them as well. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of the video. See ya.